Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're starting a new series called Make Better Mixes. And I'm going to do a series of videos that are geared towards giving you different tips, tricks, and techniques to help you with your mixing and production needs to help you get awesome sounding recordings in your home studio. Today we're checking out an awesome way how mid-side EQ can help bring life to your vocals and get them sitting in the mix really well. So I hope it blesses you. If it does, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to stay connected with all the future videos on the channel, and be sure to share with any of your friends who you feel would benefit from this series. Make sure to leave a comment down below if it's helpful for you. But with that, let's jump into today's tip to making better mixes.
All right, so I'm here in Logic and I am working on one of my songs, and I think that I have a pretty good mix going so far, pretty good balance, but I'm trying to get the vocals to sit just a little bit better in the mix. One of the big challenges with lead vocals is to get it sounding like the mix is coming around it rather than the vocals sitting on top of it. And so there's a couple techniques to do that, but first I'm just gonna let you hear the mix as it is right now. Here we go.
Love reaches to the depths of my heart, changing me in who I've become, an image of your love.
All right, so that sounds pretty good as it is, but I still think that we can get those vocals to just sit a little bit better in the mix, so it sounds like it's coming around the vocal. So what I've done here is I've taken all the instruments and I have routed them, I've taken the output of them rather, and routed them here to a bus, all their individual buses. So I have drums, bass, acoustic guitars, pianos, etc., all the way down. Then I've taken the outputs of those and I've routed it to another bus right here, bus 31, and I've labeled that music bus. Now I've taken all the effects, so the returns from all the reverbs, everything. I've taken the drums, all the instruments, and even the background vocals, and I've moved them to this music bus. The only thing I do not have in here are the lead vocals, which sit right here on bus 26. So let me let you hear just how the music and all that sounds just by itself. Now with the lead vocal.
Changing me in who I've become.
Cool, so with this setup, we have some flexibility here to affect just that music so the vocals sit a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab just a standard stock EQ here in Logic on the music bus. And what I want to do is I want to affect just the middle information because my lead vocals are panned up the middle. And so I don't want to affect the middle because that's where the vocals are. So I'm going to change this processing window to mid only. And then I'm just going to grab a band here. I'm going to start around 1500 hertz. I'm going to change my Q to 1. And then I'm going to play it, and I'm going to duck this out pretty significantly and see where, I'm going to sweep around and just see where I can get the lead vocals sounding best in the mix. So let's try that.
Love reaches to the depths of my heart, changing me in who I've become, an image of your love, Father, when you see.
All right, so I think that sounds pretty good to start. Now let's play it, and I'm just going to toggle this on and off so you can see what this is actually doing to the mix. So here we go.
Love reaches to the depths of my heart, changing me in who I've become, an image of your love, Father.
Now, as you can see, it sounds a little bit more hyped with this not engaged. So with that bypass, it sounds a little more hyped in the middle, which is kind of competing with that lead vocal a little bit. Now, where I have it right now is pretty extreme, and I would dial it back a little bit, but I have it exaggerated just so you can see what it's doing. So let's play it again. I'm going to dial this back, and then I'll turn it on and off so you can hear just what it's doing in the mix and see the difference it's making. So let's try that.
Love reaches to the depths of my heart, changing me in who I've become.
So I think that sounds pretty good. And you can see it just takes a little bit of that harshness, the hyped frequencies out of that middle information so the vocals can have a place to sit. And it just sounds like the music is now kind of coming around that lead vocal rather than turning it up and having it sound like it's sitting on top of the mix. Now, there's another way to do this, but unfortunately, Logic does not have a dynamic EQ. So I'm going to grab one from Waves here that is called the F6, and I'm going to do the same setting. So I think we were at, let's just grab a band here. I think we're at 1,740. We'll just start there for comparison. And then I'm going to change this to mid. Now what we're going to do here is we are going to side chain it. So we're going to tell the input to be bus 26, which is the lead vocal that is right here. So this is 26. So I'm telling this input to read the output of this bus 26. So now when the lead vocal is going, it's going to duck this frequency out. And let's just start with -10. And I'm going to dial back the threshold to where I think it sounds natural in the mix. So let's try it.
Reaches to the depths of my heart, changing me in who I've become, an image of your love. Father, when you see me, you see your son. Your love reaches to the depths of my heart. Yes, changing me in who I've become, an image of your love. Father, when you see me, you see your son.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. This is typically more the route that I would go to a dynamic EQ, because when the vocals are not going, I really don't want those frequencies to be taken out of the mix. So if it's the instrumental or kind of an interlude part, I don't want those frequencies out of the mix. However, when the lead vocal comes in, I want that dynamic EQ to duck it out so the lead vocal can really stand in front of the mix. This is a really cool tip that works for underscores too for your videos. So when you're trying to get those underscores to sound like they're coming up around your VO, this is a great option that you can do. So try this out. I hope this helps. If it does, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and let me know if you want me to do any more videos like this with any mixing tutorials or anything like that. I'm curious if this is helpful for you. I hope it is. Thanks so much for checking in, and we'll see you next time.